السلام عليكم طلاب. المحاضرة هي بعنوان Pathogenesis of Viral Infection for the Postgraduate Student of the Oral Microbiology. First, we have to know what is the pathogenesis. Pathogenesis refers to the interaction of the viral and host factors that lead to disease production. The pathogenic virus is that virus that can enter the host cell, produce host and virus-host cell interaction, and causing the signs and symptoms of a disease. There are many factors that affect the pathogenic mechanism, including the accessibility of the virus to the tissue, and the susceptibility to the virus replication, and the virus susceptibility to the host defense mechanism. The viral virulence is that the virus can cause a disease depending on many factors, including the dose, the virus strain or genetics, the port of entry, and the host factors. The avirulent or attenuated strain may cause no or reduce disease. Of course, we have many modes of viral transmission from one person to person, including the horizontal way of transmission, vertical, or zoonotic. The horizontal way of transmission is from person to person, such as influenza virus, herpes virus, and many other viruses, such as HIV. The vertical transmission is that transmission that the virus can transmit from the mother to the fetus or the offspring, such as in case of rubella, HIV, and cytomegalovirus, while the zoonotic way of transmission is that the virus can transmit from animal to man, such as rabies or transmission. There are some routes of the viral infection. The virus can enter via skin or respiratory tract, or via the alimentary tract or oropharynx and the genital tract. Some viruses have the ability to enter through the skin by the mechanical trauma, such as in cowpox, or through injection, such as in case of hepatitis B and HIV, or through a bite, such as in case of rabies virus. Other viruses can enter through the respiratory tract via the droplets infection, which may be localized respiratory infection or generalized infection. The localized respiratory infection occur with the common cold viruses, influenza viruses, while some viruses have the ability to enter via the respiratory tract and cause generalized infections, such as the chickenpox virus. Other viruses may enter to the human body through the alimentary tract, such as in case of fecal-oral type of infection, in case of hepatitis A virus, or through saliva, such as in mumps virus, herpes simplex virus, or Epstein-Barr virus. Other viruses can enter to the human body via the genital tract. This occur in case of hepatitis B and HIV through the sexual intercourse, or the rubella virus and cytomegalovirus can enter through the genital tract by the transplacenta. We have many effects of viruses on the host cell, including cytocidal, lytic infection, in which the virus can enter inside the host cell and cause lysis, destroy the host cell, or persistent or steady-state infection. The virus will stay for a long period of time. The latent or integrated infection will reoccur. The viral infection reoccur after a period of time, or transforming infection, or abortive infection, or no. There are many patterns of viral infection, including the acute infection, in which many viral infections be short-lived, such as influenza virus and common cold. It will take a very short time and then disappear by the host immune response. The virus is also renewed for establishing persistent infections, in which there are 4 types of this type of infection. The latent infection, chronic infection, and oncogenic type of infection. The latent infection occur or seen in herpes viruses, which are of great importance in relation to the oral diseases, and are an important cause of latent infections. The chronic infections, such as the carriage of hepatitis B virus for many years, are relevant to cross-infection also control in dentistry. The role of viruses in causing tumors, the oncogenic virus infections, are also of interest to the dental surgeon. Some benign tumors of the mouth, such as squamous papilloma, have a viral etiology, and in case of Epstein-Barr virus, they play an important role in the pathogenesis of Burkitt's lymph. Of course, the host immune response is ready to defend against the viral infection, including the non-specific and specific defense mechanism. Talking about the non-specific defense mechanism, first of all, the intact skin, which is very important if it is not injured. The mucous membrane also and the ciliated epithelia can protect the lower respiratory tract, while the gastrointestinal tract is protected by virtue of acidity of the stomach and which can cause lysis to the enveloviruses by the bile and the uptake and the viral uptake by the gut-associated lymphoid tissues. Both urinary tract and conjunctiva are protected by the physical flushing effect of the body fluids. On the other hand, phagocytosis, which may be enhanced by antibodies, is also an important non-specific defense mechanism that can kill or attack the virus. In addition, the natural killer cells are as you know, are large granular lymphocyte that can attack or attach to the surface of the viral infected cell, allowing them to be differentiated from the normal cells and then ultimately be. The second type of defense mechanism is the cell-mediated immune response or the specific immune response, which can attack the host cell containing the intracellular parasite, virus. In addition, they play the major role in the recovery from the primary viral infection and clearing viruses. The humoral response is important in prevention of reinfection with the same virus or the virus that are previously encountered by the host immune response. On the other hand, and the most important type of specific immune response is the interferons, which play an important antiviral role, and they are host-specific, but have a wide antiviral spectrum. Their name originated from the fact that they interfere with the viral infection. For this reason, they are called interferons. Of course, you know that there are two types of interferons, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 include the alpha and beta interferon, while type 2 include the gamma interferon. Interferons can bind to the cell surface receptor and induce an intracellular enzymes. These will inhibit the viral replication and render the neighboring cell resistant to viral. Of course, many viral injuries could be due to other factors other than viruses, including cytokines. Cytokines that are produced by rota-infected enterocytes. The rotavirus, which will infect the enterocytes, will induce the production of cytokines, which will stimulate the enteric neurons, resulting in an excess fluid and electrolyte secretion into the bowel, causing diarrhea. Also, increased secondary response to the cytotoxic T lymphocyte involved in the pathogenesis of hepatitis A, B, and C. The damage is due to the recognition of the virus by the cytotoxic T lymphocyte. In measles virus, the infection of the measles virus infection, the cytotoxic T lymphocyte will attack the infected vascular endothelial cells of the skin and will cause damage. Also, there are immune-mediated pathogenesis. The immune system will cause the pathogenesis. Example, in the immune complex deposition in organs such as the skin, also the brain or kidneys, which occur in the case of rubella and measles virus infection. The virus antibody complement, antigen antibody complement complex, will deposit in various tissues, such as in case of hepatitis B virus, parvovirus B19, which will cause arthritis. And the respiratory syncytial virus will cause pneumonia due to the virus, antigen antibody complement complexes will deposit in the lung and causing pneumonia in the infant due to the maternal IgG antibody and viral antigen complex. Also, we have another type of immune-mediated pathogenesis is the complement. The viruses can escape from the immune system by different mechanisms. The viral proteins may block the host immune mediators, especially the interleukin 1 and tumor process factor, which are the main pro-inflammatory cytokine responsible for upgrading the host immune system. The reduce of expression of the class 1 MHC molecule is mediated by the HIV and cytomegalovirus. Some viruses have the ability to inhibit the complement, such as the herpes simplex virus. Other viruses may produce virokines. These will block the interferon binding to the cell, or they will reduce the ability of interferon to block the viral protein replication, which occur in case of HIV, Epstein-Barr virus, adenovirus, or the virus may inhibit the action of the cellular interferon protein kinase. Other viruses can cause multiple antigenic types or can have or produce multiple antigenic types, such as in rhinoviruses, which has more than 100 serotype. Hepatitis C also more than 6 serotypes, which have multiple antigenic types. Other viruses may prevent the programmed cell death, apoptosis. Others may inhibit the